There. There we go. Okay, so that's working. Alright. Sorry I'm late. My computer decided that the headphones weren't going to work because apparently I opened OBS before I turned the headphones on, which made it unable to detect that the headphones were turned on, even though it also detected that the headphones were on. I don't understand. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me, but that's how it is. So, as you can see, we are in Arkenforge and not the normal thing because we've got two people who couldn't make it today. So, I'm just going to start getting ready for the next book. We're halfway through this book, so got to get it ready. So, let us find a few things. So I need which one is that? That one's saying Carl Casey. This one's saying Panda Beats. There we go. Panda Beats music. So that you know what you're listening to. And then let's go back to this. So I need to know what I'm grabbing. So Cathedral. Okay. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. 6 and 8. Be the Shattered Stronghold. Yeah. And are these the only two maps? No. Reprieve is page 18. Okay. Yeah. So 3. Yes. 3 maps. Bring these into here. Drop it. Where's the center? That's the center. Okay. So we have. Why is the selection box all not working? That's weird. That's weird. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. I'm going to close and reopen. That is very weird. It should not be doing that. Yes, and then that one. This one into here. There we go. Maybe it's because I moved it while I had it open and that messed things up. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's working much better. Okay, and then this, and this, and this. So that is all map 3. So let's move this further over. Map 2. So that can go there. This is obviously somewhere in the center. It's gonna be in there. Probably somewhere like that. I bet these are in here too. That goes like that. This is map 1, and I'm not sure where those two go, and that does make sense there. So we are going to find the size of this map. So, the broken spiral. Here to here, which is tree to tree, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 wide. Got 5, 10, 15, 20 will be over there. Let's go like this and like that. And then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, but it is 27 and 2/3 starting from the top. So, go there. Then go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, like that. That is halfway and not a quarter. Okay, so these transforms should be pretty close. Transforms should be the same. It would have been easier to just do it like that. But yes, it does go not a full one there. I'll expand it so that it's a full square. I don't know why they would make one and just not do full squares. Makes no sense to me. But I believe this is always the same for all of their maps. And then I'm going to scroll down to this level. And let's grab this and put it onto terrain layer. And come on. And that's not full. Oy, I hate. So each of these rooms should be 4 wide. They are not 4 wide. This one's 3.5 wide, but it should be 4 wide. Okay, so the ratio is not the same. Okay, so let's get this to here and there. And then I want this, and this to come out to 4, starting at the edge of this, ending over here. There. That looks like it would be correct. So let's come up here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, perfect. Okay. Then that means that horizontal scale is 1280, so all of these should have 1280 horizontal, 1280 vertical. Then that means that the 2 of these should be able to perfectly there. Excellent. This, I assume, somewhere in here. Oh, this is gonna be in here somewhere, or in here. Where are there? I see. These go like this. So something happens with those statues, obviously. And then in here, these go in here. And then this last one, breathe. So I'm wondering if perhaps it's the same thing. It needs to be 1280, not 1164. Looks to me like that may just be the case. Because that's got to be 4. So if I go 1280. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 12. Grab 2 of those. Also 12. Perfect. There we go. So I'll keep this. I won't worry about regenerating the roof. Boy. That's higher than I thought it was. Yeah. Won't worry about regenerating the roof, but I can certainly do this. So I will just delete the roof. I don't need it. I just need this. Right? No, I want to make sure that the roof covers it. So I will make sure that it's there. And then come over here and start working on the first one. So let's go back up to Shattered Stronghold. So, 2 levels accessible via surface entrance. Okay. So there's no actual map for the first level, but I have a funny feeling that there might be a map used. Oh, pardon me. Let's go into our test. Don't worry about a backup. It's just a test. Okay, so they don't have one. Interesting. Oh, they use some of those flip mats here. I see. And that's all the Shadow Sanctum. Okay. In that case... so this goes up and down, doesn't it? Yes, I believe it does. Oh, no, there is... There is another area. So, might want to just use this floor plan with stairs going down this direction. Okay. So, let's find Arkenforge. Ruins, I believe, is structures, walls, ruined wall. Oh, well, that's way too small. And then if I take this And if I go and darken it a little. Yeah, that looks about right. What's going on with music? Did I get to the end of that? Oh, I got to the end of that. Let's go back to Panda Beats and see what else they got. Night Rider. Or Night Ride. I think this is a new one that they just released. Yeah, 2 weeks old. So let's come here, here, and I believe that actually you can cut these now. So I should be able to split line here. Haha, you can. But that doesn't quite work as well as I'd like. Let's put this down and lock and down and the bottom and lock. So let's get rid of these, but then come back here, grab this, and go so this is a very wonky spiral. That one's an actual spiral. I want I want to grab spiral stairs, I think. Kind of like this. Kind of like this, but then we want another spiral on top. Let's move this to connect with then if I go like this, and then that one's not working for me. I want a staircase here. center. Make it smaller to fit this so that it ends there. And then one more. Go in the center. That will connect these. There. So I want to come out here, around, and then up here and around to there. Sort of, and then I will fix it from there. Line, polygon, start here and get to there where it starts to curve. Alright, let's get rid of the spiral stairs, and those spiral stairs, and these spiral stairs. So that is still a very wonky spiral. So let's look up spiral shell. Can I copy paste it here? No. Shit. Save as JPEG downloads. So let's go to downloads. that and that. Come back to here. Alrighty. So let's put this onto this. Center to be here. Let's have that. So let's put the center there. Let's curve it around a bit like this. All right. So let's move things around. There. There we go. Problem is that this is going to get too small because I'm an idiot and I wasn't paying attention until just now. What I want is for this to be the end. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate this, center there, turn it. And then let's go with much lower opacity. There. So first, start in here where I want this to be ending right there. take this and continue turning it. I want these to intersect. So is there a good place to intersect? Not really. Not really a good place to intersect. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start going a little bit in. So that I can eventually same spot. There we go. Now I just need to... There! I think that looks good. As a spiral. Much more organic this way. And then this is going to need to curl down. So tile. So let's go like this. So from here to here, we can follow this. Why would I want this layer terrain? Okay, so I want this to get darker further it goes in. I also want to change the orientation more like this. So I want this to get darker as we go. So the best way to do that is to find a spot to go. So I think here. Yeah, let's go here to here. Here to here. Okay, and then we will go to color. This bigger one, we will drop this down to, say, oh no, 30 is way too low. 40, 45, and then this down to 40, and then I will take this one and grab the tile brush, width down, that, and then grab this one, width down, and there we go. That is the 3 of those. This is a wall, so this can go up 1 level now that we've got these can be grouped and locked. Then I want to come here and see located in a field of tall grass, prickly bushes, short stunted trees off an overgrown road. Okay, so I need tall grass. Moss and grass, pebbles and grass. Weedy. Lush foliage. Dark is probably better because this is that's not working because there's too much ground showing there. Okay, that one's pretty good. And then saturated, that's gonna work a little bit better with the whole undead and the whole undead and yeah, undead and what the fuck is the other word I'm fucking looking for? Jesus. They are undead and desert. So this can go to bottom. Oh no, not like that. Can go to bottom. And then I'm gonna want rubble around the walls, and I'm going to want some of this grass. Drop the width down again over this. That and lock again. What's with that gold and... Oh, is that right on the entrance? Ah. I see what's going on. I might not just do those then, I might keep that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this from the thing and not worry about that. Because it's probably already got a macro set. So no point in doing it and then having to change everything in the macro. So oh no, this is basically slate. Perfect. There we go. Pile. There we go. So I want... that might be too big. That's a little better. That's good. Big one. Might actually be better to go with just the actual piles. I don't need the ones with wood, but I'm just gonna go all the way to the end in case there's other stuff. Nope. Okay, one last thing to check just in case. Brick? Nope. Stone. And we go over until we get to the actual piles, like this. Pile, pile. These can go over and it won't look weird. Bigger ones can just get put over spots and not look weird. Turn a bit. Think altogether that should be good. So if we take this and we put it onto the terrain layer, so it's underneath, that does look like there's a whole bunch of stuff, but this one is obviously too big. This one should move closer to there. Let's grab this and go like that. And this one, let's bring a little closer to these ones. There we go. And this, let's bring a little further out. There. Yep. All right. Next, there appears to be ring of low stones carved with Pharasma's spiral. Okay. Pharasma. Spiraling Comet. Murder Comet. But all I've got is spiral stairs and animated spirals like this. I gotta delete all these CC3 things because I don't use them specifically because I don't have any idea of what they could be used for or any idea of licenses. Okay, there we go. And then let's see if I can clear effects on that. Okay, and then let's just grab this, put it center, and center this as well on top and shrink. And then let's go to color, move the saturation, lower some of the brightness. So it's not a spiraling comet, but it is a spiral. Maybe if I make it bigger so that it goes to the edge. There. And then maybe I go for a different column. If I go for a different pillar. again, it's off-center because it's... I can't remember what it's called. It's not meant to be centered. So that, if I could get rid of some of that look, maybe. 3 pillars, I got a billion of these. Here we go for some bigger ones. Alright. So F, slightly bigger. Neither of those. G is same size as F. H looks bigger. H is bigger. There we go. Let's get rid of F. I. Oh, the spiral is good. Considering. Aha. There we go. J. Except for those. Of these two. Let's make them smaller. And then you take the two of these and make them so that they're more along the lines of that. There we go, and then let's get rid of all these. And then let's group, 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 group. Actually, no, ungroup. Get rid of those. And then let's grab this and we shall place these spirals all around. Go. That's that. Then we can grab the bunch of those. Lock that. Grab the bunch of those, group them, and move them up. And then this is rubble pile. This, I want stuff that is smaller. that. That one. Alrighty. Now to take these. That. Grab this. And place. Go. Bring these down here. And along Was I an idiot and did I lock... that up. Grab all of this. There we go. Alrighty. Let's grab some trunks. The other four are this light one. Get a little bit of this saturation out of there. There we go. These can go up to here. And these can go up to here. Lock them. And then we need the bushes. Bush, snow, trees with snow. Okay, so dry bush. There we go.
these are thinner. Go. These can stay on the terrain layer. And that is... I think that's that. Yeah. That is that for the ground floor. Then, oh, the lid goes on the bottle, not into the cup. Jeez. Here, broken spiral. The upper level has 40 Spartan personal bedrooms lining a spiraling narrow hall. Oh, well, no, I've got a fucking module specifically for doing stuff like this. No combat, so there's no map. Only thing I can think of is just in case they bring combat up. But I don't think that would be necessary. So let's get rid of that and get rid of that, and let's do a do need a roof of some sort. So I know there's a round roof somewhere. Modular roof? There we go. Let's put this down here so that I can see what's going on. There. So it's not perfectly round. There we go. This can go up with the trees, and the trees are over top of it. There we go. There she be. And then shit. Shit. Pardon me. I'm still fighting that cold. Which reminds me, I didn't take the medication that I was given just a couple days ago. Pardon me while I snort some antibiotics. Oh. Oh. That was more like getting pool water up my nose than anything else. Ugh, jeez. I haven't had that problem yet. I've been taking it for a couple days. Oof. Yuck. Alright. So, at the center is a large circular chamber with filth-stained murals. Tiled floor. Ooh, that could be something to use one of those. PPIs of Pharasma. Serene Souls. The floor is tiled in a glowing blue spiral. Huh. might be something I could mess around with one of those modules to make. A nice little puzzle. You have to press 11 tiles. And once you start getting it, then you start seeing the pattern. You're like, oh, if I just keep going like this. Yeah, that would be probably pretty easy with one of those puzzle modules. Actually, let's take... Baby, please don't take up the entire desk. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Go into the bed that is connected to the desk for you. That makes it even easier for me. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. So let's go here and open up Foundry. Oh man, I've been so good all day, and now the cough is just wreaking havoc on me. There are a couple puzzle modules. Oh, and I knocked this off somehow. Gotta love sticks perfectly and never comes apart, and then the slightest you look at it and the glue comes off. What? I love you too. Puzzle box. I think this is the one I'm looking for. Oh yeah, it's Ripper. Well, it would be nice to be able to see it. Get your bum out of my drink. Okay. Okay. And it was just updated, so it is on 14. I could probably make a puzzle. Okay, good to know. Alright. So, this one, let's move this up, because I don't need it yet. And lower level. Well-maintained, clean, and dimly lit by permanent lights shaped like blue comets that orbit each chamber near the ceiling. So there's going to be blue lighting in each of these. Boy. Almost the entire party is going to be clumsy and enfeebled. That's funny. Unless Fester becomes undead before the end of this book. In which case, the entire party. Okay, so what are there's no specific, this is what what it looks like. So just some nice tile floors. So let's go close this. Textures. Marble. Blue marble. Decorated chapel floor. Okay, blue marble won't work because of the blue lights. Floor. Stone tile. Mossy, no. No, that's all. Cobblestone and tile. Castle tiles, but if I change the color, those are not well maintained and they're bloody. Interesting. Not good. A little too damaged, too damaged. Faded sandstone, too old. Golden tile. Moon tiles, no. Too bright, too blue. Pavement. No, too cracked. Not cracked. Too cracked. Too cracked, I think. Too bright. Carpet. Post-apocalyptic.
Brick mosaic isn't bad. No, not ceramic. No. No, not quite what I'm looking for. Dirt, Vex, epoxy, glass, grass, linoleum, no. White pipes, rubber tiles, bathroom, dark and light, no. Gray, large, maybe. Marble, no. Metal, no. Okay, so the ones I am looking at, we've got that, and these. And kind of this, if we shrink it, but it does have a bunch of cracks in it, and that's not really fitting the aesthetic that we were told about. This, I don't know, is this gonna look dirty? Is this gonna look dirty? This is not maintained enough because the paint is coming off. Would be cool if it could be used, but it's repeating too often as well. This looks too little like actual tile or anything. Everything else is kind of cracked, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. Alrighty. Alrighty. So that's that. And then let's go to some color. Black. Confirm. Not on the object layer. Polygon. Wall anyway. There we go. Okay. So that is all of that. Then I'm going to want to move this up here because these are trees. This I'm going to move down to bottom. No, I'm gonna move it down just temporarily. This I'm also gonna move down temporarily. And now delete all of that. This fucking down. Get like super glued onto this. That's what fell off as well. Okay, so this does need to be under here in order for me to be able
use this thing? God damn it. There we go. All right, and then this all gets grouped and locked. Then I can take all of this and move it up. And that room is A4. Trees, herbs, and flowers, brightly lit by a hovering orb, looking like a miniature sun. Okay. So this needs some lush grass. I believe I saw the word lush. But that's not the best grass. There was a really good dark grass tile. Like deep green. Not dark. But it's called dark. I think that's the one that I want to use. I want the Bailey Wiki. Even though they have some good stuff. Maybe. Riverbank. Yeah. Grassland? No. Okay. So maybe this Bailey Wiki grass actually. One, two, too close, three, four, five, way too close. No good. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so this entry is a ramp with a lintel above each end with okay, prayers denouncing okay. So, actually, let's get the walls in. So I want door.
Oh, those are arches. There are no doors there. No, that's not the right kind of arch. Decorated arch. Arches. Perspective. That's the word I was looking for before. No, that's 3 arches. That might be the right one to go with. Because it does have a thing that you can see. Snow arch. No, that's not a good one there. Parchment, searchlight. And then all these tokens that I don't need anymore because I don't use Arcan Forge for that anymore as a VTT anymore. Okay. Maybe I should. Let's go like this. That would be halfway through each. And it's got it on the lintel. I can do all of those as stars and then have them as their own layer, and this one up top along with the trees. Because I can make them animated. Pretty sure there's an animated sun. So let's go with those in there. Let's lock this for now. Then I want to go down. I really, really do like the walls that Forgotten Adventures make. Forgotten Adventures? Yeah, Forgotten Adventures makes. Which are these assets that the person who made the maps for the module used. So, does it say anything about this? Well maintained, clean, and dimly lit. But no other information. So we will go with stone. here's segments. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna go with. And it's not gonna be too bright. So I am going to need the connector. Okay. You are a piece of garbage. And you are bugging my leg. So I am going to disconnect you from those and move you out of the way. Hopefully. No, you're tied down, but if I move the tie, you're not tied down in the spot that's bugging my leg. There we go. Connector. I don't think there are any angled walls. They're just rounded corners. Okay. So, wait, are these corners the ones with... No. Those are. So, I think I'm gonna go with these corners. And then we've got some short rounds and longer rounds. So I'm going to get each of these rounds because I don't know which one I'm going to need. And then are there any walls that... Yes, so I will need endings. I am going to need no four ways that I can see. Yeah, no four ways, just three ways. Just these three ways. And then I'm going to need each of these. 3, 2. Okay. Looks like this is the same one that they used, only they went with white. I'm going to keep this earthy tone. I do like the earthy tone. I could go with slate. Actually, I think I am going to go with slate. So, place you. Place you. Place you, 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 you. These aren't going to get washed out, but they are, yeah, going with this. And then let's bring these down here, or at least one of these. Try to match color. So, saturation, like that. Yeah. And then a little lower on the brightness. There we go. 3947. $39.47. There we go. So let's go like this and like this. Alrighty. And there is going to be a 1, is I like this rounded corner that they used in this other, or in the official one, which you can see not here because it's on a lower level. But I can go like this, and then like this, and that does not work. This is gonna be too big. Yeah. But the connector should work. Alright. Go like this. Up to top. And then bring it down to there. Oh yeah, that works. There, that is a this one. Yep. There we go. And the same size down there, so I'm just gonna grab the 4 of those, and oh, I didn't need 4, I needed 2. You there, and you there, and those are all the rounded corners. But something I'm going to do, just because I think I like the look of it, is I'm gonna do this. I like the thought of having a bunch of rounded corners. Not where doors are, obviously. So not where this wall comes out. Unless we could go like that, actually. Yeah. And then grab that for there, and for, oh, actually, let's grab all of this. There we go. And then this. There we go. The glass is gonna have to go all the way across, but that's okay. Gonna have to be longer, but whatever. And then let's continue using these for those spots. So, another one here. There. And then one here. And there.
And all the rest of these are going to be these corners. Yep. Oh, and I actually need another one of these for here. There we go. And actually, there. This is going to be the only sharp corner because of the glass. So I am going to have to fill in that area with floor again, but who cares? There's 2 more, 3 more at least. 4, 5. If I could count. Is that all? That looks like all to me. Okay. And then I'm going to need this. I think also here. No. This here, and sounds like music ended. Yep. White bat, Panda Beats. Duplicate and toss this one up here. This one here. Put an end cap on there. Yeah. This one over here. She's gonna have to go underneath that, but I can do that later. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wrong way. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's more. Yarp. Here and here. And are there any more? There's one here. And here. And I think, oh no, there's 2 more right here. 1 there, 1 there. And that appears to be all of them. Appears to be. Then these. No, I don't think those go there at all. It just goes underneath another one going across. And it'll be the same thing here. All of these. These will be the only sharp cornered ones, so let's go back to here and find sharp corners. So one there, and one here, and I think I'm gonna need some more. Yes. Everything else should be straight. Looks like. Yeah, looks like everything else should be straight pieces. Alright. So, there. I'm also going to need some endings. So let's go like this. And oh no, that's a 2-door. No, I don't think I'm going to need any endings. But there, this is going to be some of these. Put this on this. There we go. I mean, I could, instead of that, instead of those, could just go like this. There. now we do a 1 here and a 2 here. Okay, so I see the problem with these curved ones. Go. Okay, oh, not all of the 3s that I need. There we go, and now let's grab the 2s. I will need there. that I can use. Okay, I think that is all of the 2s. Go. Yeah, pretty sure that's all the 2s. Now come the 1s. That is showing me a problem there. This corner. Because the sharp corner is going to be too much for it. That there. Thing I can think of is door things. There's one that I'm missing. But should I just put this under? Yes. That looks much better. this is where the problem comes in. But it could be fixed by door thingamabobbers. Pretty sure I got all of those. Now, is that necessary? Go under. That does look better for a corner. So I'm going to this lightly. Six. Go. No, I knew I had more of these. Okay, let's get the 3 of those. Oh, maybe I could use one of these. I could use one of these. Yeah, there we go. Need on those. Yeah, that looks like all of these that are required. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Go. Here, this down there. Go. sideways. Go. And then those ones are fine because they don't go into the corner or into the door. Perfect. Now, no doors on those. There's only these doors. So I need door jam. Okay. So no. Let's go down here to doors. Frames. Put it under frame. Metal. Wood. Double stone. Volcanic. Red rock. Just regular stone. Red rock. Volcanic. Then wood. Those. So these are for all doubles. Go. One more. Oh, nope. Two more doubles. Go. And singles. Yep. Metal gray, metal rusty stone. So go with the fat ones like I did with these, but I did change 1062 1280. 062. All the singles. That is all of the singles. Perfect. Now, I'm not seeing an issue right now with that. Do I need connectors on all of those? I might just need connectors on all of those. 3. That'll be fine. That's hidden there. Pretty sure that's all of those. Pretty sure. Okay, so let's go to animation sun. Video sun. Oh boy, that's big. Go. And then let's see. In video stars So in that case, we're going to grab this and we're going to bring it down here. We're going to make it blue. There we go. Add a little saturation to it. Darken it a bit. There we go. Maybe brighten it a bit. There we go. And then I'm going to put it on top of one of those. Do you have any that are on, like, spot? No. So let's shrink this down. There we go. There, now we got the big ones. Is it too much to have these animated? Okay. I think it's too much to have them animated. Yeah. So let's look for not animated. Have that animated and then use animation effects. There we go. Orrery blue stars. Probably what they used. I want to see if I can get rid of the black without fucking anything else up. Label that black. Two. Two. Go. You on top of that one. Go. So I'm gonna grab you, and you, move you up one, up another, down, down, and let's grab all of you. Let's group you, and let's lock you. And then up to grab you,
down to... Alright. So, let's grab the two of you into here, transform, drop shadow, blocking, lighting. Okay, you can only do one at a time. Effects, animation, enable, add, float. Okay, float 0.052 and rotation. Float and rotates. I'll get rid of... Alrighty. Then let's go stack. Orrery, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 256 to 285 is 29. And then we've got 59. So 29. So I want 29 random numbers between 0 and 359. Random number generator. I think it's random.org. Selected. No, that's not the right one. How many? Okay. 29. Yes, do allow. Don't sort. Minimum 0. Max 359. Calculate. Okay. So, we've got 326. 333. 350. 58. 93. 33. 244. 352. I am using Arkenforge. It's the Arkenforge toolkit. If you head to arkenforge.com, ARKENFORGE.com, you can get their toolkit. It's pretty cheap. If you use the code Mushroom Tips, you can get $5 off of their fantasy or sci-fi. I think it's called the basic pack or starter pack. I can't remember. They changed the name recently. Or the ultimate pack, which comes with both, and 32 or more gigabytes of other map making content. It's pretty powerful software. I really like it for making maps. I've tried using Foundry to make a map, and it's horrible. It is absolutely abysmal to try to use Foundry for making a map. 3. Okay, that's down here. Yeah. 10. Only gonna be on for a little bit longer. Just want to finish these lights that will be going around. 44, 31, 214, 9. Yeah, all of my campaign ideas were really ambitious until I just grabbed a pre-made adventure, and that really reined everything in. I had such huge ambitions, like the players being in a Lich's phylactery, and a time travel one that would be really fun to run, but it's way too ambitious. 167. Okay. Down here. 340. 181. Oh yeah, that would be really fun. It would be difficult, but it would be fun. Yeah. But it's never going to happen if you don't take the plunge. Try just grabbing a one-shot off of wherever you happen to need to go, depending on the game system. Pathfinder Infinite, DM's Guild, drive-through RPG. Just grab a one-shot and go for it, and then you can build your time travel campaign from there. Oh, Rovagug would make good Lavos. Ooh, Rovagug would make a really good Lavos. 181, 81, 268. 68, 163. I'll spread the two pairs out. 163 up there as well. 282, 32, 217, 105, 195. And 97. And in case you're wondering what I'm doing, they were all floating in the same direction, but now they have slightly different 360-degree floating, plus their rotation. It's gonna be completely imperceptible to my players, I'm sure. They won't even notice. They might notice the sun here rotating. I doubt they'll notice the lights moving. But it's there for me at the very least. So that they're not just a static blue ball. They've got a little bit of something. And yeah, let's grab all of those and we'll group them and we will move them up to their own area where they will be. Yeah, because they'll be set as overhead, but always visible, I think is what I'll do. Overhead always visible. Oh, that would be pretty cool. And then you could, like, you could be jumping from Galarian to Absalom Station and being like, where the hell is Galarian? Well, the gap happened 200 years ago. What's the gap? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Now you're giving me ideas. Some stuff would be pretty fun to pull in. Even as just like a little nod, like, hey, this is... Have you played Chrono Trigger? Here's a little... But yeah, that would be... That sounds like a really fun idea. I hope you do eventually do that. And if you do, drop by and let me know how it goes. Okay, and now... Oh, I should just... Before I finish, I'm gonna put in the glass walls. Ring orb. Okay, so it doesn't specifically say anything about glass walls there, but maybe it does in A7. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's literally no mention about the glass walls. Just they're blue, so they are definitely glass. Glass door, glass window, stained glass. Hi, buddy. Glass wall. Okay, This window glass does look good. That almost looks... The waves kind of look like water. What if I did this as... Oh, that's gonna have hard things on it. Small window, door glass, glass panel wall. No, that one's not good. That one's not good. Meow! What's going on, buddy? No, you're not going up on the shelf. Yeah, good boy. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Now we go from here, here to here. Where's the epoch? Standing to allow players to go to different areas. So we have better overland travel. Ooh, time dragon, yeah. Gates and set points in history. That is sounding really nifty, dude. Okay. That needs... I can get rid of the Shattered Sanctum. I need... Oh, no. It's one of these ones. There we go. Yeah. Have you read Gatekeepers? I think Gatekeepers has something, a sort of gate key kind of thing for the Ayadara. So that might be something to look at just to get some inspiration for the kind of artifact. This can grouped and locked. That can be deleted. Alright. Solar Dragon, thanks for stopping by. Unfortunately is right at the end. I usually go 6:30 to 9:30 and it's hit 10 o'clock now. So I'm going to hop off and well, probably watch some Dragon Ball Z Abridged, because it's very good. Thanks for joining. If anyone else happens to be watching or listening to me usually not saying too much, also, thank you for joining. Next week, we should be back with our regularly scheduled Pathfinder game. And yeah. Go to arkenforge.com, buy the toolkit, and any of the starter packs, $5 off with the code Mushroom Tips. Have a good night.